Hi my loves, thanks for returning. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on my lifestyle routine at age 47. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So I really want this video to just kind of be laid back and me talk about just my overall lifestyle routine. These are going to be things that I do on a day-to-day basis. And during this video, of course, I'll throw in a few little tips and tricks and a fun fact here and there. But like I said, I just want it to be kind of laid back. And as many of you know, I always encourage you all to look at the ingredients in your products, to be aware of what you're putting on your body as well as in your body. And I feel that this video gives me the opportunity to talk about the other side, because there's so many other things that you can do outside of the products that you apply on your skin that will help slow the aging process, just to kind of give you a more youthful, restful look. So with that being said, I will have timestamps below. I'm just going to break it up in two sections. I'll talk about the skincare section and I'll talk about the health and wellness. But I'm going to start off with the health and wellness part. So I want to go ahead and start off with exercise. My day-to-day life does consist of some type of exercise, whether I go to the gym, whether I go for a walk in the park, whether I do extra cleaning in the house, meaning I'll clean up my son's room, whether I work in the yard. Even, don't laugh when I tell you this, but sometimes in the bed when I'm watching a movie, I'll do leg lifts or I'll do the arm curls. I'll make sure that I do some type of physical exercise daily. Also, not sure if y'all know this, but physical exercise produces endorphins, and endorphins are simply chemicals in the brain that serve as natural painkillers. They also improve your ability to sleep and of course reduce your stress. So if ever you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling down, if you can't sleep, get some exercise in. Get a lot of it in. Another good thing about exercising is that it reduces inflammation. And not sure if you all know, but inflammation does cause us to age prematurely. So if you can get that exercise up there, you can get the inflammation down, which in turn can kind of slow down with the aging process. Another thing that I like to do when I go to the gym to help reduce stress is sit in the sauna. So sitting in a hot sauna or sitting in like a steamed bathroom or taking a steamy hot bubble bath or shower, things like that can help with pain relief. And there's also been studies to suggest that the steam and the heat in the saunas also enhance collagen production, thereby strengthening and rejuvenating the complexion. So lots of good things there. If you belong to a gym and it has a sauna, certainly hit it. And you don't have to stay in for long, maybe 15-20 minutes tops. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that is a part of my lifestyle are the relationships that I have. And when I say relationships, I mean just relationships with my family and friends, and of course people that I come in contact with. I try to only keep positive people in my life. And when I say positive, I mean positive, period. There's no real room for error on that, because if you have a friend or if you have a family member who is negative in any type of way, that can drain you. I'm not sure if everybody can really utilize that, because sometimes you do have loved ones that you do have to deal with who might not necessarily be the most positive all the time. I have just learned to totally alleviate that. I don't like to argue. I don't like to fuss. I don't like to fight. I did all that stuff, you know, when I was younger, and no, I don't like that. So I surround myself with positive people and I keep in contact with positive people. So with that being said, I do want to quickly throw in a fun fact. When I read this, I didn't even know this. I was like, really? But there is a study out there that's saying you can actually reverse stress and aging. And I'm going to have to read this because I don't know it by heart. And it says that the secret to reverse all of this is to exercise, meditate, sleep more, surround yourself with loved ones, and to eat right. And the study was published in the Lancet Oncology, confirming that beyond helping you look and feel younger, these habits may add at least 10 years to your life in a matter of months. So I just really thought that was interesting, and I just wanted to throw that out there. I would try to find the original study and leave the link down below so you can check that out. And then there's diet. Okay, so we all know that water is something that we all have to have, and there have been some debates about how much water we actually need, ranging from from 8 ounces or 8 glasses of water a day. And I've also read where you take your weight and half of that, you're supposed to drink that many ounces per day. I don't do that. I do drink just the regular. I'll drink a couple of bottles of water just like this a day. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, I drink 8 glasses of water every day. I don't do that. I always try to have a bottle of water on my nightstand at night. Well, right there, when I say nightstand, right there, that's a secretary's desk, and that lets out. I always have a bottle of water, and I always have a snack. I feel like I can't go to bed unless I have some water and a snack by my bed. And when I say a snack, something light, maybe some crackers or something like that, just because I don't really like going in the kitchen looking for stuff. Because if you go, what I found is when I go in the kitchen looking for stuff, it can turn into something it's not supposed to be. So anyway, water every day, I drink that. Also, tea. I've told you all about this before in a previous video. White tea. You know, there's so many different types of teas that you can buy that provide antioxidants that are good for your body, but white tea is something that I try to look for in a lot of my skincare products, and if I see it in a tea or something like that, I definitely will incorporate it. So as far as beverages, those are the two that you're definitely going to always find me consuming. And that's not to say that here and there I don't have a Coke or milk or orange juice or something like that, but I'm going to really try to drink a lot of water, because if I don't, I find that my skin tends to look a little bit different. I feel a little bit different. Plus, I have a health condition. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I have to, if I don't exercise and if I don't drink water and if I keep people who gonna stress me out in my life, then I will literally not be able to move. I take so many medications for my rheumatoid arthritis. I take a shot in my stomach once a week. I take the disease modifying medications. Sometimes my mornings are so bad to where I cannot move and I have to take steroids. And when I say prednisone, that's just another term. I'll just say that. So, you know, I just really have to be careful about how I manage my lifestyle because of that illness that I have. And as far as the foods, I really do try to eat a lot of greens. I love greens, collard greens, spinach, mustard greens, broccoli, carrots, things like that. And I try to buy the fresh kind and cook them fresh. So you will find most times on the dinner table for my family, I've got some type of greens for them, and of course a meat and a starch. But a lot of times I'll skip on that. I'll just eat the vegetable and, you know, just kind of have my family eat all of the other stuff. So I think as far as health and wellness, those pretty much sum up the most important part for me. All right, so with that being said, I want to go ahead and scoot on into skincare. And a lot of these things I've already mentioned before, but I'm going to go ahead and mention them again. And I'm going to talk about the products that I absolutely love. I don't like to really consistently every day use different products, okay, if that makes sense. I like to have a routine that I stick to every day, but with that being said, I might have a product that I'll have in my purse, or I'll have in my truck, or I might have wherever else around the house that I use that is not a part of my daily routine. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. So these are the products that I use every day religiously. I have been using them for a while, and you all are pretty much already familiar with it. And that's why I saved this part for last, because it's probably going to be the most boring to you, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. I do believe skincare is very, very important. And at least on the weekends, I try to go with some type of facial mask. And this is just one of the masks that I have. This is an anti-aging sheet mask. And I typically like to do these on the weekend. And it could be an anti-aging mask. It could be a moisturizing mask. It could be a hyaluronic acid mask. It could just be any of the sorts. But I do try to, you know, pamper myself and just kind of go a step beyond on the weekends. My nightly moisturizer, I do still use the Go Pure, and this moisturizer is with vitamin C, and it has shea butter, jojoba oil, and green tea in it. And this moisturizer has been working very well for me. It does have really good ingredients in it. Now I'm telling you all the skincare that I like to use, but remember, when you're buying and when you're trying to decide what skincare to use, you know, I think it's good to listen to what other people recommend men, but at the end of the day, you really do have to base it off of what your skin needs. So whatever Bridget's skin needs might not necessarily be what your skin needs. But yeah, this one is a really good moisturizer. I use this every night. It's on the thicker side. I try to use the thicker moisturizers at night. I find they work best for me. And I really like this container because you push it and the product comes out. You don't have to contaminate the product by sticking your hand in it. And the next one that I use also every night is this vitamin C serum. This has uric acid, vitamin E, and green tea as well. I do put this one on my face and then I apply the moisturizer. I feel as though this one works really well for me. And again, I like the packaging. You don't have to contaminate anything when using it. Now this next one is another product by GoPure, and this is a hyaluronic acid serum as well. It does include the same ingredient, but it does have a thinner texture than this one. And because hyaluronic acid is going to be something that provides moisture, so yeah, I use this one as a skin prep before I put on my foundation, and it works really well, especially if you're going to be using a matte foundation. And to clean my face, I do use the GoPure Vitamin C Cleanser. This is sulfate free and it has vitamin C organic aloe with herbal blend. And this is a really good clarifying cleanser. I feel as though it gets all of the makeup off. Have you all ever experienced using a soap or some type of cleansing product, and then you take a cotton ball and you go over it with your essence or your toner, and you see your face is still dirty? Not with this one. This one is going to really get your face clean, and I love using this one. All right, this next one you all already knew it was going to be thrown in the bunch. After I wash my face with the cleanser, I do use the Origin A Perfect World Age Defense Treatment Lotion with white tea. So yeah, there's that white tea again. I've been using this for years. It works good for me and I will continue to use it. Another one that I have been using for a long time is the Belief. This is the Aqua Bomb. Now I use this one during the day when I'm not wearing any makeup, and I like to do that because it is very lightweight. It has a light fresh scent, and it just has it's kind of like a blue color. But yeah, I love this Aqua Bomb. All of the skincare products that I have just showed you, I love. I've been using them for a while and they just work really well for me. Another thing that I always try to do, as well as encourage you all to do, is get products that have really good ingredients. And the one that stands out is this Physicians Formula. This is the Brightening Complex. This has all kinds of good ingredients. If you feel as though this brand is not something that will work for you, there's a whole host of cosmetics, foundations, powders that are so healthy for you. So I do try to have quite a bit of makeup that has ingredients that are going to help with the aging process, slow all of that down. Also, there is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glow Foundation. These are two good ones that I really enjoy. They're really good for the skin, and if you haven't tried any of them out, you might want to check them out. All right, that is pretty much it. I feel as though I spoke about the most important parts of my lifestyle, in which I like to use and incorporate, utilize all that good stuff to kind of help slow down the aging process, as well as kind of help me have a younger, more youthful appearance. What are some of the techniques that you use to keep that aging process at bay? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.